I hope y'all having a good night. So it's your girl Jeffrey, and I know it's super extra late, but I just really wanted to make this video and share a little something that I was working on with you, beautiful, amazing, lovely people. So as you know, I do the Real Report with Jeffrey, which is a show, and I always have. Also, please excuse my face. I don't really have on makeup right now, but for my show, I always have my orchid in my scene, and as you can see, she is going through some things. She has she has seen better days. But um here's the thing about me, like any plant that I have ever gotten, with the exception of this plant before recently, I have actually like done it in. Like plants do not last very long with me, y'all. But this plant has actually been she's been doing really good. Like she's been looking really good. She had these beautiful buds before they stopped budding. But one thing that I learned about orchids recently that I thought was really interesting that I wanted to share is it's actually normal for the blooms to blossom and get really pretty and big and then they fall off. Like that's a normal part of the plant's life cycle. And so what I wanted to share with you folks tonight and just go live and like I don't know, just like kick it with you guys while I do plant care. One of the things that I wanted to do today, and I'm sorry I keep playing with my hair, but it got super frizzy and I'm just like, oh, but it's fine. But one of the things that I wanted to do with you guys today is prune this plant. So I have my handy dandy shears, as you can see, and I also have my alcohol, as you can see. And so what we're going to do is we are going to bring this plant back to life, and I'm going to talk to you guys about life and what's happening. So first, what we're going to do is we're going to clean off our shears because that's like a really important part of the process. Because what we're going to do essentially is we're going to cut off these old buds and we're going to cut it beneath there. So then that way, what they say, from what I can understand my research, is that you want to cut off the old parts because what happens is the plant will put in a lot of work and like a lot of act and I'm just cleaning these off with alcohol. But the plant will put in a lot of like work and effort trying to grow out of here from the top and trying to push out those blossoms. And so instead of the plant pushing out new blossoms, ooh, what is that, y'all? What the heck is that from? I don't even know what this is from. What is this piece of metal on here? Oh my God, I was about to cut this plant and this thing shot out of nowhere. I don't know where that came from, but y'all pray for me. So anyway, we cleaned off our plant shears and now we're gonna go ahead and trim this orchid. So if you have an orchid plant at home, um, just know that it's very normal when stuff happens. What's up, y'all? Know that, oh, thanks, love. Know that it's very normal if your orchid starts to die. That's okay. You didn't mess up. It's a part of the life cycle. And I feel, oh, thanks, babe. You're also gorgeous. And I think it's also good to remember that, like, or oh my God, that just it's important to remember that orchids are like us in that sometimes, we have to cut stuff out of our life, right? Like sometimes we got to cut the bad stuff off, and that's okay, baby. It's a part of the life cycle. Like it's important to remember that, oh my God, this plant is falling apart. It's important to remember that that's a part of the life cycle. So with your clean shears, what you're going to do is and I know I don't really make plant content, but like that's what we're doing today. So with your clean shears, you're gonna go down and you're gonna go past the part that like looks gross and brown. So I'm gonna zoom in a little bit for you, y'all, so you can see. So like this is all has to go. This is all dead. It's just all is if you want the plant to be better, you gotta cut it off, which feels like life. Sometimes in life, we gotta I just need to make sure I'm not messing this up. So just give me 1 second on this story, but you want to keep this part. So this is a healthy part. It hasn't like really bloomed yet. It hasn't blossomed. Your orchid is on its last days. Jackie, I get it, baby. You see this orchid, we gonna get back together. It's we working there together, love. So what you want to do is the part that doesn't have flowers, the part that's brown and green, you're gonna cut that off with your clean shears, right? So you're just gonna go just like this, like an inch before the unblossomed part. You're just gonna go just like this, and it's gone. Which at first doing that, I've never done this before. It seems very scary, but it just reminds me of life, right? Like sometimes you got to get rid of the bad and you got to make way for the new. So we're going to do the same thing over here. We're just going to take off these little clips that came with it that help keep it posted up because we don't need that anymore. And just like in life, sometimes you got to get rid of a man, sometimes you got to get rid of a woman, sometimes you got to get rid of yourself. You know what I'm saying? You got to make some changes, but we going to make these changes, baby. So we're just gonna go past this. First, we're gonna take this. Oh my God, this plant is falling apart, y'all. What up? I'm Jeffrey. Thanks for coming. Um, I'm sorry about your fried chicken, darling. All right. Oh, hi, Hammy. Hi, Julius. So we're just y'all are helping me with this plant. My name is Jeffrey. I love this plant. It's a part of my it's a part of my set, but today we're bringing it back to life. So, well, first it's got to go a little bit more, but it'll eventually come back. So that's a lie. Design real estate. They tell you that it needs ice cubes, but that's what the Orchid Industrial Complex says. So you'll have to buy more orchids. What you're actually supposed to do is when you get it, what you're going to do is you're going to take it out of whatever cheap pot that it comes in, right? I know it does want to be cut, Jackie. It don't want to be here. So you're gonna take it out of this thing, and you have to make sure that there's holes in the bottom, right? And then what you were gonna do, design for real estate, is you're gonna run it underwater, right? And you're gonna let it run underwater, and then you're gonna let it completely drain. And once the water has completely drained out of here, after that, then you can put it back in the pot. And the way that you know that it's healthy and it's good is like number one, you see room for it to like aerate and like room for it to kind of like be doing its thing. And you need to look at the roots. That's the biggest tell. If the roots are like gray, that means it needs to be watered. Also, if the leaves like look like this, they're that pretty bright green color, that means you're good to go. So we're not doing the ice cube method. The ice cube method is a lie. We not doing that real estate. We doing better, baby. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and cut this second guy. And remember, y'all, what we're gonna do, anything that's like brown, anything that's yellow, it's just like real life. We're cutting it, we're not getting rid of it. If you learn anything with this random orchid care video, please like, okay, y'all, just show me a little love on this crazy Monday night. So again, the way that you measure the cut, I want y'all to see this, right? Is this is the dead part. So we're obviously going to go beneath here, right? And then ideally we would stop here, but if you look really closely, if we come above here, it's still dead there, right? So we got to go further down. So like we would stop before this node because it hasn't opened up, but a little bit further up. So we go between this one and this one. So we're going to cut it right here. Another thing that I just recently, and thanks for these lights, y'all, I appreciate it. Another thing that I recently learned about orchid care is you actually want to cut these two stems at different points. You don't want them to be the same height because what ends up happening is as the orchid starts to get bigger and as the orchid starts to push out and get those flowers at the top, if they're but the same height, then it's going to work the same. But if one of them is shorter than the other, then the other one's going to work a little bit harder and it'll make it bloom faster. So if you've ever, what's crazy is I've killed any plant that I've had, but this one, baby, it's living. We doing this orchid. All right, so this is good. It's where it needs to be. So we did our little trimmy trim. So we're gonna go ahead and put our little these little like bra straps. It's our little orchid bra. We can go ahead and pop that bad boy right on in there, just like that, y'all. So it's nothing crazy. And then we're gonna go ahead and pop on our second one, our second orchid bra strap, the other side, just like that. So we're all good to go. And I just wanted this to be a reminder to everybody that's watching. Sometimes you got to get rid of the old. Sometimes you got to cut out the old things in your life so the universe can make room for the new things, the good things. And so that's what we're doing right here. We cut off the old so the universe is making good room for the new. So thanks for watching, y'all. I hope y'all have a blessed night. I hope you stay safe. And if you learned anything, hit me. Go ahead and hit that like. And if you want more videos, then I don't know, check me out. Anyway, I love y'all. Have a good night.